If I have to watch one more stupid advertisement on how someone got rich quick overnight, they did it in 6 weeks with online internet marketing or some other like sham of a scam or hoax, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna lose it, because the reality is you and I are getting that marketing message, like subscribe and keep clicking on my videos. And like every one of my videos starts with someone who like made money overnight doing something. And the reality is that wealth actually doesn't work that way. My name is Chris Crone. I did become a multi-millionaire at a very early age in my 20s, but the reality is it was different than anyone told me that it was gonna be, and nothing has changed despite all the technology innovation. So today I'm gonna shoot straight with you. I'm gonna share with you what's real, I'm gonna share what's not, and I'm gonna hopefully help you find your way to the top.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
It is amazing how much garbage there is that's out there. And the reality is that while some of that stuff works, here's the dirty secret no one really wants you to know. If we can get people to buy a product that works for 1 in a million, they'll sell the snot out of it. Which means we've got to become better at discerning between an idea and a viable idea. Like when you think of human viability, there is a point in when a baby is being gestated, at which case at 22 weeks or whatever, that thing can come out of the womb and technically survive even though it's like 18 weeks early. When does it become viable? There's so many money-making schemes out there. There's so many things out there. And the reality is I've actually tried a lot of them. I feel like I've tried most of them. I mean, I've been part of multi-level marketing networks. I've tried doing paid advertisement and online marketing. Like I've tried all these different things. And the reality is just because someone can crush it, all you need is one thing to be off and then it's an anomaly. You can't reproduce it. But a genius marketer doesn't focus on that. They want to sell you on what someone else did without being upfront and telling you what your real chances look like. And they'll justify that if it's a small enough amount of money that they can get away with it. But you know what? You've got to, I wish we lived in a world where people's reputation meant more than that and where people were in the spirit of wanting to over-deliver. Today, I want to over-deliver for you on what I've learned, because all of that messaging, I mean, I got that education when I was in my 20s. I was buying guru programs left and right. I was going to seminars and events. And I found that most of what I was learning, most of it wouldn't work unless you had some special inroad or there was some special nepotism involved. So listen, let's shoot straight with each other, because of everything I've ever done, at the end of the day, I've had gold refineries, I've had trucking companies, I bought into this, multi-level company, I launched a multi-level company, and at the end, I'm always looking for the thing that has the highest natural success rate. That's what you've got to be asking. Where's the track record where I can see the number of people succeeding in the system? And if you don't have that, then I think you're not asking the right questions. So let's fix this. The problem in truth about passive income is that we want it to be a lot and we want it to be immediate. But here's the number that you actually need to value. It's $500 a month. Now, can you retire on $500 a month? No. Can you quit your job at $500 a month? No. Can you take lavish vacations at $500 a month? No, you can't. But if you have the ability to multiply this number over and over again, then it's really powerful. So for example, one of the things that I've come back to over and over again, and I'm building more wealth today than any other thing I've done in the last 15 years, is I'm still at it with my single family real estate. I'm buying entry-level homes, 3-4 bedrooms, 1 or 2 bathrooms, maybe 3 bathrooms, very basic. I buy them in the very best markets. And what these homes do is they grow for me at 20% plus ROI. What that means is if I make 20% in year 1, 20% in year 2, 20% in year 3, 4, and 5, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 adds up to 100%, which means I double my money every 5 years. Now, that's not getting rich quick. Like doubling your money in 5 years is amazing compared to 401ks, IRAs, and society's stupid game plan, but you can't get rich quick on that. I will show you how you accelerate it though. You see, when I buy a house and I get this $500 a month, I then start saying, well, hey, that's meaningful. How do I get more of those homes doing it for me? And there's 3 phases that I want you to be aware of. Most people don't know this. Number 1, phase 1 is do it yourself. And with your money. This is the slowest road, but it is actually where most people start. If you want to become financially free, if you can get your money to double every 5 years, if it's paying a residual income, and I sell this sucker and I make $50,000 to $100,000 of income on each home that I sell, then it will take me some time to do it myself because I have to acquire some skills, and it'll take me time to accumulate my own money to do this with. If you want to go faster, you do it with others plus others' money. What does that mean? That means that all of a sudden, you're not restricted by your own bank account. This is huge. I bought several homes on my own before I got stuck, and I wanted to go faster, but because I had a track record, my father-in-law came on board, and then we bought homes together. And then I brought on other partners, and we bought more homes together. But the third level is when others do it for you, plus you're never using any money. I buy a house every single day of the year without any of my own money, and I have a team doing it all for me. Now, they're my team. I give them guidance, I give them instruction, but you see, I'm a business owner. I'm not a business operator. An operator owns a business, and they still have to work in the business for the business to work. A business owner owns a business, and they can be gone for 90 days, and the business still marches forth. In fact, that's actually the rule of thumb to know whether you're an owner or an operator. Can you leave for 3 months, and the business is better off without you? If the answer is yes, then you've put yourself into a really incredible position of time leverage that you can use for your gain and advancement as well. So in this whole conversation of like, financial freedom, is it real? Passive income, is it real? Here's what I can tell you. Real estate is real. The system and the way I've been leveraging it is real. And it's weird that what I was doing 15 years ago, I haven't been able to innovate it and make it any better than what it is today. It just works and it's consistent, but it is not get rich quick. I can use these steps to accelerate to the point where I'm financially free in a matter of years. Like, I became financially independent after 4.5 years, but with knowing what I know today, I could do it now in 60 to 90 days. And I'm sure that 5 years from now, I can probably do it in a week. And maybe 10 years from now, I'll be able to do it in an hour, which I think will be kind of cool. That's what continued leverage gets you. Now, for those of you that are sitting here saying, okay, Chris, how do I learn more about that kind of real estate? How could I mimic you, copycat you? Am I okay if you copy me? Yes, the world is huge. In America alone, there's like 350 million homes, and they're available, so come and play. Yes, there's no scarcity there. In fact, to the tune that my new book that just came out, this is actually an updated edition, second edition of the first book I ever wrote, The Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth, updated for today's economy. And trust me, with what's going down in the economy right now, you need to be educated and aware, which is why I'm giving this book away for free. You don't have to pay for anything, just cover the shipping, but the book itself is free. We will send this very copy and version of it out to you. And I'm convinced that if you spend an hour in this book, it will help you build more wealth in the next 9 months than you have perhaps in the last 9 years. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you are a subscriber, and then deep below you can comment on the video, but you're also going to see all sorts of other links of my events that I'm putting on, where you can find me on social media. Connect with me, because I love connecting with you. I'm at a point in my life where I love building as much value as I can for everyone, especially when it comes to becoming financially independent. That's my mission and cause. I'm here to help you. So take care. We'll see you on tomorrow's video.